আসসালামু আলাইকুম সবাইকে। আমি তৌহিদ আইসিসি থেকে বলছি। আজকে আপনারা যারা আমাদের সাথে আছেন, আমাদের দুইটা অফিসের ফেসবুক থেকে লাইভে উপভোগ করছেন, সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ আমাদের সাথে থাকার জন্য। আজকেও আমরা কানাডার অন্যতম একটা রেপুটেড ইনস্টিটিউশন ফেনশিও কলেজের নিয়ে আলাপ করব এবং আমাদের সাথে এখানে একজন স্পেশাল গেস্ট আছেন, মিস্টার সাব্বির খান। উনি কান্ট্রি রিপ্রেজেন্টেটিভ ফেনশিও কলেজের। উনি আমাদেরকে ফেনশিও কলেজের আরো ডিটেলস আপনাদেরকে শেয়ার করবেন। ফেনশিও কলেজ একটা নামকরা কলেজ কানাডাতে, এবং এই কলেজে অনেক ধরনের অপশন গুলাই আছে। আপনারা ডিপ্লোমা করতে পারেন, গ্যাজুয়েট সার্টিফিকেট করতে পারেন, অথবা ব্যাচেলর প্রোগ্রামও আপনারা এই কলেজের মাধ্যমে করে থাকতে পারবেন। তো আসলে ফেনশিও কলেজটা নিয়ে ইন ডিটেলস আলাপের জন্য আমরা আজকে এই ইভেন্ট আয়োজন করেছি। তো সর্বপ্রথম আমি সাব্বির খান ভাইকে ধন্যবাদ জানাই, তার মূল্যবান সময় আজকে আমাদেরকে দিয়েছেন। তো থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ সাব্বির ভাই।
I appreciate it, and especially thanks you guys. So you have arranged the fruitful and informative session so that student can get benefited. I appreciate it.
Definitely, it is our pleasure to give as much as information possible to our prospective student as well as parents, so that they can take informed decision, right? So Fanshawe College is one of the reputed college, and it is one of the biggest college in Canada. So tell us little bit about how the journey of Fanshawe College began, and how big it is, and how many campus you have at this moment.
Okay, thanks for it. It's a good question what you are asking, and it's a common question for the international student.
Yes.
So thing is that Fanshawe itself is sometimes it's bigger than some universities.
Yes.
This has 6 campuses. The main campus is 110 acres. We also have like 5 other campuses. So it's one of the oldest and biggest one. So we are located in London, which is not so far. It's a 2-hour car drive from Toronto and 2-hour car drive from Niagara Falls. And it's also very close to Michigan and the USA border, New York. So Fanshawe itself it has its own legacy and that type of reputation. So it's hold that type of reputation, and student are loving this very much because of the faculty's opportunities, because of the location and the reputation as well as. So Fanshawe located in London, which is the standard place for the international student because of a lot of things. If I just explain like why London and where we are located, I can complete it with one session. So I'm just sharing. So it's a standard place for the international student for the living cost, for the other opportunities, for the job opportunities and co-op opportunities and many things. Regarding the program, yes, we have almost 200 plus program. So students who are looking for variety type of programs, we have the options. As Mr. Tauhid already said, we have bachelor, we have graduate program, which is similar to masters. We have diploma and certificate program as well as. And regarding the intakes, yes, we have 3 intakes, which is Jan, and we have May, and we have September. So we call it fall, winter, and summer.
Okay.
Thank you.
থ্যাংক ইউ সাব্বির ভাই ফর শেয়ারিং অল দ্য ডিটেলস। তো আপনারাও যারা আমাদের সাথে আছেন ধন্যবাদ। তো আমরা এর মধ্যে কিছু কোশ্চেন পেয়ে গেছি, এবং আপনারাও যারা আরো বেশ জানতে চাচ্ছেন যে ফেনশিও কলেজ সম্বন্ধে, তাদের প্রোগ্রাম, ইনটেক, বা আপনার যদি রিকোয়ারমেন্ট নিয়ে কোনো কিছু জানার থাকে যে আপনার প্রোফাইলে আপনার কতটুকু পসিবিলিটি আছে ফেনশিও কলেজে, আপনারা আমাদেরকে ইনবক্স করতে পারেন, অথবা এখানে কমেন্টের মাধ্যমে আপনাদের কোয়ারিজটা করতে পারেন। আমরা ইনশাআল্লাহ এই সেশনের ফাঁকে ফাঁকে আপনাদের আনসার গুলো দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করব। তো এর মধ্যে আমাদের কাছে মিস্টার নাসির আমাদেরকে কোশ্চেন করেছেন, যদি আমরা একটু পরে হয়তোবা আমরা তার কোশ্চেনটা আনসারে যেতাম। তো আগে যেহেতু আমরা এটা নিয়ে আলাপ করেছি, তো আপনার সাব্বির ভাই, আপনাদের এখানে ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং এর জন্য, স্পেশালি সিভিল ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং এর জন্য, হোয়াট আর দ্য অপশন ফর সিভিল ইঞ্জিনিয়ার ইন ফেনশিও কলেজ?
As I already said to you, we have 200 plus program. Yes, we have the option for the civil engineering, and we have both option for the professional diploma one. And guys, you need to know like the diploma what we offer, it's not the normal diploma, it's the professional one. It's have that type of reputation and that type of value in Canada. which is not a normal look like what we have in Bangladesh and some other countries. So we have. So I hope it would be
Small
better if
Nasir
you.
Ahmed, I think you got your answer. We got options for engineering, especially for civil engineering. So please share your profile with us or email your CV to ICC. We'll assess you and we'll share the program details. So there are some graduate certificate program if you are looking for a post bachelor degree, or if you are undergrad student, you also have the options as well. So, Sabbir bhai, as you are telling about the Fanshawe College, have the long history and it is one of the biggest college in Canada. So, sometimes the place you mentioned about London, little bit confusing to few students. They think it is in United Kingdom. So, I personally visited London from Toronto. It is, as you mentioned, it's very close and it is very livable city with a lot of facilities, and also some big university is very close by, especially Western University and other reputed university, and it is a student hub. So tell us the London as a living place. As you mentioned, it's very difficult to give all the benefit of London in a small event. But I think the living cost from Toronto to London is really varies a lot, and students also get a lot of opportunities. So could you tell about that? Like sometimes student always thinks about Toronto. So what are the benefits
Definitely,
of London?
definitely. Thing is that a student, as per the student concept, student don't do the paperwork when they apply for the universities and colleges and the places where they are planning to study. So London is according to student, like international student, they make a survey which one is the best for the international student. So London is place, it's got the rank number one because of a lot of opportunities with affordable costs. So first come first, when let's talk about the accommodation. So in London, it's very affordable. Say for example, if I compare with Toronto, so in London, students are able to get two-room apartment with 1,000 Canadian kit or maybe a little bit more. But two-room apartment where four students can stay. If you divided it in four, it will be 250, which is not possible for the other provinces and city. If you compare it with the Toronto, so it will almost like it will take 4 to 5 thousand for one room in Toronto,
Yes.
like one room apartments, which is very difficult. So regarding the accommodation is one of the best one. And other opportunities, say for example, the job opportunities, the co-op opportunities, and many other things.
Yeah.
So what London has, like their job competition in London, job competition is less regarding if you compare with the other provinces or other cities, because there are a lot of job opportunities with less job competition. So after completing the graduation, each and every student, they are planning to do some jobs and other things where the big companies are staying over there. If we are talking about the 3M, Canadian Life, the Turkish, Nestle, Toyota, the other big companies are staying over there, where the student after completing their graduation, they will be able to get the jobs, and many other things like in London, students love to go there because of the season also. So when students think about the Canada, they think about the coolness. But
Yeah.
when they come in London, they got the 4 seasons. So
Yeah.
it's called the forest city where everything is under control. So
Mhm.
students are love to go there because of the seasons and environments and other facilities and affordability. Thank you.
Yeah, so it is really nice যে লন্ডন আসলে কানাডার তো একটা প্লেসের নাম লন্ডন, এবং যেটা এত বিউটিফুল এবং টরন্টোর কাছাকাছি, কিন্তু এক্সট্রা অনেক অ্যাডভান্টেজ আছে যে আপনার টিউশন ফিজ এবং লিভিং কস্টটা দেখা যায় কম্পেয়ার করে টরন্টো থেকে অনেক কম, এবং স্টুডেন্টরা আরো বেশ কিছু অ্যাডভান্টেজ এনজয় করে, যেটা আপনি বললেন যে কম্পিটিশনটা কম কিন্তু জবের অপরচুনিটি অনেক বেশি। তারা নট অনলি যখন পার্ট টাইম হিসাবে জব করছে স্টুডেন্ট অবস্থায় কেউ যদি চায় সেটা পাচ্ছে, তাছাড়া তারা গ্র্যাজুয়েশনের পরেও তাদের এমপ্লয়াবিলিটির চান্সটা অনেক বেশি থাকে। তো একটু আগে সাব্বির ভাই আপনি বললেন যে ইউ হ্যাভ লট অফ অপশনস এবং অলমোস্ট 500 প্রোগ্রাম ইউ আর অফারিং, বাট স্টিল ইফ ইউ কুড ইলাবোরেট দ্যাট you got diploma as well as bachelor's program, so which are the area you are covering for undergrad level? For diploma, what are the major area student can choose from?
See, It's always depends on the student, but we have almost all the options. So
Mm-hmm.
we are getting student number of student for the business, getting for the aeronautical, getting student for the cyber security. We are getting student for the health relevant program like healthcare administration management, and we are getting student from culinary arts as well as. So we have varieties of options where students easily get their desired subjects. So it's always depends on student which program they are looking for. But basically for engineering, business, and the graduate program, we are getting a lot of number of students, and they are getting their own subject like what they are looking for. And basically what we have the graduate program, which is similar to masters. We have 2 years program as well as. So it's not very common for the all colleges to have the 2 years program, 2 years graduate program, which is very, very what I need to say is it's
Yeah,
very
because in
demanding.
2 years program there are some special advantages as well as especially after they finish their graduation and so on. So which is great to know that
Yeah,
as you.
like after completing their graduation, they will able to get the opportunity to like get the postgraduate work permit up to 3 years, which is their the main destination for the international student after completing their graduation. And it's more interesting is that what program we offer. All are all are according to the industry demand, according to the job demands, because all those programs what we offer, we need to make sure that we have job opportunities or job availability on that area. So what we have the all program, it means all the job opportunities is over there.
Yeah, so to your points, there is a great two opportunities for the student. First of all, they are getting all the subject, especially all the demanding subject student looking for. You got business, you got engineering, you got IT related or computer related subject. You got also aeronautical related subject as well as health related subject. So almost all the subject student looking for, there are some options for every student in Fanshawe College. Second thing you mentioned about the career opportunities or employability opportunities. All the program in Fanshawe College is especially designed targeting the job market. So all the student after completing their degree is getting high preference to the employer so that they get job much more easily, especially for your career oriented program as well as internship and co-op you already mentioned. So that's a great thing for international student যারা কানাডাতে একটা ভালো ডিগ্রি চাচ্ছেন এবং স্পেশালি যারা একটা অ্যাফোর্ডেবল টিউশন ফিজের মধ্যে ভালো ক্যারিয়ার ওরিয়েন্টেড প্রোগ্রামগুলো চাচ্ছেন তাদের জন্য ফেনশিও কলেজ ওয়ান অফ দ্য বেস্ট অপশন এবং এখানে আপনারা যে সাবজেক্টের কথাই ভাবছেন আশা করি যে কিছু না কিছু সাবজেক্ট আপনাদের রিলেটেড আপনারা পাবেন ফেনশিও কলেজে। থ্যাংক ইউ সাব্বির ভাই আমাদেরকে এক্সপ্লেন করার জন্য কি ধরনের প্রোগ্রাম। তো বেসিক্যালি আপনার কলেজগুলোতে আন্ডারগ্রেড লেভেলে ডিপ্লোমা একটা মোস্ট পপুলার অপশন ফর স্টুডেন্ট, এটা স্পেশালি 2 ইয়ার্স এর ডিপ্লোমাটা হয়। সো এই ডিপ্লোমাটা কাদের জন্য সাব্বির ভাই এবং এটা করার পরে ক্যারিয়ারটা তারা কোন দিকে যেতে পারে এবং এটার পরে কি তারা ব্যাচেলরটা শেষ করতে পারবে কিনা?
Definitely. So thing is that one student like planning to study, if they're planning for the diploma, they have a lot of options. Say first, diploma student need to complete their 12th class. At least need to complete their 12th class, and they need to have the 60% mark on them. Then they will be able to get the admission, and also they need to have the IELTS 6 no less than 5.5. If they fulfill the requirement, they will able to get the admission in diploma program. They can complete the diploma. We have 1 year, 2 year, and 3 years. So it's up to student like what duration they are looking for. So when they completed their diploma, they will able to get access a lot of things. Say for example, if student want to plan to do another diploma or maybe want to do another program, they will still able to get able to complete the another diploma or maybe another program if they want to transfer to our partner in universities. Like we had almost 500 plus pathway provider where they can easily shift it if they want to do. But what we especially like recommend our student, like when they completed their diploma, they will be like getting a lot of opportunities, maybe for the job, maybe for the career, because all our program is specially designed for the student who want to develop their career, want to do best. If still they are looking for getting another degree, yes, they have access, they can do another program, or they are able to transfer with our or others partners as well, as like the top universities which is in located in our location and other location. They will still able to get the access if they want to transfer, if they want to like do the pathway with them, they have options.
Okay, so that's really great. If a student choose for diploma, they can either select their duration according to their preference, either 1 year diploma, 2 years, or 3 years. And after finishing their diploma, they also have multiple options. They can start their career immediately after finishing their diploma, or they can continue with further studies in higher universities as well. So it's up to student. But as you rightly mentioned, after diploma, most students are getting like 3 years work permit, and after that they can achieve their permanent residency. And if later they want to finish their bachelor, they can finish it with much lesser cost. So that's why diploma is very popular among international students, but not that much in Bangladesh, especially due to some misperception, I think, so on. But when we discuss further in between, I want to address the queries Mr. Ahmed was asked. Like he's basically asking that he's seeing many refusal in the website, and sometimes it's related. Student thinks it's related to college. But what you could say, why? Because the application we submitted for visa already got the visa for your college. So we don't find that much difficult to get visa. Visa depends on a lot of things. Like if you don't prepare your application properly for university application, it's also getting difficult to get visa. So do you have any particular knowledge about is there any increased chance of getting a refusal for colleges?
Sure. So student need to know like the why their visa is got rejected and what step they need to take. So they need to know, because otherwise they will not able to understand like why their visa is got rejected and why they are in frustration after getting the visa rejection. So uh, for the Fanshawe, we are getting the good number of visa approval, like the first is approval, which was AIP, approved in principle. We are getting the good number of AIP. So for us, it's not a big deal. So now come to the second questions, like why student visas got rejected. Like, yes, you maybe had some student visa is denied. It's for a lot of reason, not only for one reason. Student
Mhm.
need to know. First of all, first things, if they got rejected, there may be some options like after completing your study, you will maybe not will come back your country. So there is some questions like that. So for the students, it's if you are planning to study, you need to know what's your plan and how you need to plan everything in proper way. It's called the study plan. It's called the plan of your life. When you are try to apply for a program, you need to make sure that your program is relevant to your previous study. When you are planning for the subject, what you are looking for, it should be relevant to you, what you are looking for. And when you explain everything, like why you need to complete this program over there and how you will do everything, like after completing your program, what's your plan and how that program will benefit you. See, all those things you need to prepare by yourself. You need to do some paperwork. You need to look for like the program you are applying, is it relevant to you, and what's your plan for after completing the programs, and many things. There is a lot of reasons. So visa rejection is not upon like what college and which universities you are applying. University students are getting the visa rejection, college students are getting the visa rejection. It's not about the college or university, it's all about your visa application. So when you're making the visa application, you need to be more careful. You need to be take the expertise help, like guys, the IECC or some what is up to you when you are planning. So they are expert guy. When you talk to them, they will guide you. So visa,
Yes.
always
That's
depends on
it's
your
clear,
visa
Sabir bhai.
application. Visa application, for the visa, there is a lot of requirements. You need to fulfill all those things. Maybe the subject you are looking for, the financial ability that you have. If you are not enough solvent to provide the expenses, what you are planning, and what's your source of income, and all those things. All those things are relevant to your visa. It's not all about the college or not about the universities that you are applying. So visa rejection or visa, it's always depends on your solvency, your proper plan, your proper documentation, your source of income, and lot of things. Always the visa application depends. You need to follow the embassy instruction, like the guys like ISCC, they are expert guys. They will help you, like how you need to apply for the visas and all those things. If your visa application fulfill the all visa requirements and documentation and information, then why you will not get the visa? Definitely you will get the visa. So don't make a mismatch with the like the universities or college you are applying. It doesn't fact. It's fact your visa application. So visa always depends on your visa application. I hope you got my answer.
I think Ahmed already received the answer because, as Sabbir bhai clearly mentioned, it is not your visa not only depend on the particular institution you choose. There are a lot of other factors: how you present yourself with your study plan, how you prepare your financial documents, and how your career so far. So you need to be aligned all the things together before High Commission can. Finally decide whether you are a genuine student or not. So students are getting visa for both college, university, and so on. And in fact, more in other countries, colleges are more popular in compared to Bangladesh, and due to their career-oriented program and affordable tuition fees. So if you could present your case strongly, there is a high chance you will get visa for any reputed colleges like Fanshawe, where is the government also acknowledge, and they also have a number of accreditation both internally and externally as well. So if you could present your case properly, there is no doubt you will get your desired decision. In
Uh,
between,
I'm gonna add more things like regarding the Fanshawe. So Fanshawe is a government college. It's the oldest
yes.
one and biggest one. It has Canadian ranking. Like say for example, Fanshawe is ranked number one for the graduate employment ratio in Canada, in Ontario. It's a like the very prestigious ranking, which is like done by the specific people. This ranking is for Canadian government colleges in Ontario. Like there is 24 colleges in Canada, the government one. The ranking is done with all the government colleges. So on that, Fanshawe is ranked number one for the graduate employment ratio, and it's a government college. It's the biggest and oldest one, and it says also the worldwide ranking, which is ranked number two worldwide for the overall learning experience, done by the student barometer. So it's a government, it says Canadian ranking, it says worldwide ranking, it's the oldest and biggest. So why student will get rejected for the Fanshawe? So it's always depends on your visa rejection, always depends on your visa applications. So you need to fulfill the all requirements what the visa officer is asking for or looking for. Thank you.
Okay, in between, Asan Habib also asked regarding the possibility of his admission. He got 3.41 in SSC and HSC, I think 4. So, is there any possibility to get undergrad admission or diploma admission for his academic achievements so far?
As he mentioned his result, yes, according to his academic requirement, he is eligible. Still, we need the IELTS for the undergrad program or bachelor program. We need 6.5, no one less than 6. So, if you like have the IELTS, yes, you can apply.
Okay, so Asanavi, academically you are eligible to apply, so we just need to check your IELTS so that we can give you final decision. And in between, Masum also asks, I think, Rose, she is asking like, is there any master's program available in the college?
Thanks, Mr. Mason, for your questions. See, there is
Yes.
still one thing you need to know. What's your plan? You are looking for the master's program. In Canada, there is two type of program. What we call the graduate program and what we call the master's program. So, masters in Canada for the student who are looking for do their PhD, do their research, which is fully academic based. Okay, and what we offer the graduate program is similar to masters. So it's for the student who are looking for build their career on the particular sector, who wanna get more promotion on their job sector, who wanna get the Canadian work experience and want to do better in Canada for their jobs, for their career. So those are both the different one. If you are looking for the only master's program, that would be only for the academic purpose, like the people who want to be masters on that, who want to do their research and PhD. It's fully on that. What we have the graduate program, which is similar to masters. It will help you to build your career, to do better job, to do like furnish your future with that type of that type of reputed certifications. Yes, we have the graduate program that we have is similar to masters. Yes, you can apply.
Yeah, basically you have the post bachelor degree like graduate program, and it is called the Gadget Certificate. So it is equivalent to masters, and after that you can start your career. And since Sabir bhai, we got both undergrad queries and masters queries, so I think student might want to know about the requirements. So can you tell us little bit your entry requirements for undergrad student and entry requirements for graduate program in terms of academically as well as English proficiency requirements?
Thank you, Mr. Tohid Bhai. So yes, for the academic requirements and the IELTS requirement, we have, and also we have some requirement for the study gaps. So let's come to the point for the bachelor program and for the master's program. Like
Yeah.
the graduate program, what we have, student need to have IELTS 6.5, no band less than 6. And for the bachelor program, student need to have the academic result 60%, more than 60%. And
Mhm.
there's gap. After completing their HSC, we allow only 3 years when they apply for the bachelor program. And for the graduate program, we allow only 5 years, not more than 5 years after their bachelor or maybe after their master's program when they are applying for the graduate program. And regarding the diploma, advanced diploma, certificate program, we need IELTS 6, no band less than 5.5, and they need to have like academic 60% mark on an average, then they will able to get the admission. And for the diplomas programs and certificates and all those things, we only allow not more than 3 years. For graduate program, we allow only 5 years, not more than 5 years for the international student.
Okay, so your basic requirements for admission for undergrad or diploma, they have to have 60% in academic as well as they need to have IELTS 6, no band less than 5.5. Is that
Yes,
correct?
that's the main things.
And gap is maximum 3 years student with maximum 3 years gap. There is a possibility to for admission. And for graduate certificate program, you also need 60% from their bachelor's.
Yep,
Yeah, and then IELTS requirements is 6.5 with no band less than 6.
that's the correct.
Okay, and if someone have a little less IELTS, so many Canadian university and colleges offer additional English programs. So do you have any option for ESL or any additional English program to upgrade their English performance? If someone lacks little bit.
Yes, that's the main things. Right now we don't have, but in previous time we used to do that. But right now we are not taking student who has less IELTS.
Okay,
So for
so
we have some exceptional cases, like say for example, one student who completed his bachelor and he has IELTS 6, no one less than 5.5, and he applied for the professional diploma program and he got the visa. But he's supposed to apply for the graduate program where he needs IELTS 6.5, no one less than 6. So when he get the less IELTS, like 6, no when less than 5.5, he apply for the diploma program and get the visa. So those we are not preferring, but still, if student have has the opportunities.
Okay, so in between, we also have another question like he recently completed his CSC from computer science, as we can understand, and what opportunity for him, like graduate program you are offering, and is there any scholarship opportunities, and what about expenses? We already discussed about the IELTS and entry requirement, I think. So could you please tell us little bit both that, since the question already arrived, like the tuition fees range you are offering for both diploma, bachelor, and graduate program in Fanshawe College?
Yeah, first come first, as he completed his bachelor, no, isn't it? He completed
Yes,
his
the
bachelor.
computer is graduate is
So we have a graduate program, like we have some graduate program where he is able to apply and it's like relevant to his program, so he can apply. And thing is that regarding the scholarship always depends on the student academic result. So students are able to get the scholarship. So we annually, like yearly, we offer more than 5 million Canadian dollar scholarship in 450 type of scholarship and brochures. So where students have opportunities to get the scholarship. So for there is many type of scholarship, as I already mentioned, like almost 450 plus type of. So I'm just sharing the student who is for international student who are able to get, like minimum one will be 1,000, and some students are able to get up to 5,000 scholarships. So regarding the tuition fee is affordable. Like Canada, in a year there is 2 semester, so student can pay by semester. There is not a big deal. They can pay it, and yearly it will be 8,000 Canadian. Like say for example, per semester it will be 8,000 Canadian dollar, which is 4 to 5 lakhs BDT. So it's the like average one for the all programs, and
okay.
annually it will be like 16,000, which would be like 9 to 10 lakhs.
Okay, so you got 2 semester in a year, and each semester cost around $8,000. So in yearly, it's come around $16,000 per year. So this 16,000 is for both undergrad program as well as graduate program, or it varies undergrad and graduate program?
So it's almost the same. It's
Okay.
a average. So it's sometimes it will be more or less, depends on the program, but approximately it will be look like that,
So I
not
think
more
this is
than.
very affordable in terms of the quality and the program range you are offering. So most cases like other university in the similar area or some other institution charging at 25 to 30,000 and sometime more, but within 16,000 they are also getting good number, good quality education, as well as the location they can save their money, and also getting good job opportunities as well. So the student already listening to this conversation, so I think so far we can understand, if you have academically 60% mark, as well as IELTS 6 for undergrad and 6.5 for master's program, you are eligible to apply, and your tuition fees you are looking for around $16,000 per year. সো এছাড়াও যদি আপনাদের আরো কোনো কিছু জানার আগ্রহ থাকে ফেন্সিও কলেজ সম্বন্ধে এবং টিউশন ফিস লোকেশন সম্বন্ধে, আপনারা আমাদেরকে মেসেজ করুন, ইনশাআল্লাহ আমরা ইন বিটুইন আপনাদের কোয়ারিজ গুলো আনসার দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করব। তো দেখা যাক, তো আপনি সাব্বির ভাই যিনি মাত্র যার সাথে আমাদের কথা, যার ব্যাপারে আমরা আলাপ করছিলাম, উনি তো সিএসসি থেকে কমপ্লিট করেছেন, এবং একটু আগে আপনি বললেন যে আপনাদের সাইবার সিকিউরিটি একটা ভালো সাবজেক্ট আছে যেটা অনেক ডিমান্ডিং। তাছাড়া আর আইটি রিলেটেড কি কি সাবজেক্ট আপনাদের কয়েকটা যদি আপনি নাম বলতেন যেগুলো স্টুডেন্ট চুজ করতে পারে?
Definitely. So, cybersecurity, it's for advanced diploma, but we have other programs like let me we have the relevant one, what they are looking for, what students are looking for. I'm just sharing you the graduate program, like for the relevant one, like technology and science and the information technology. Says we have network and security architecture. We have software and information system testing. We have technical system analysis. Like the program that we are I already shared to you is the very professional one, and it's the relevant to IT. And those program has co-op options, like the program that I have already mentioned to you, and it's not the optional co-op. So we are getting some student, they have some misunderstanding regarding the co-op. So the program, as I already shared to you, for the graduate program, as he already completed his bachelor, he is able to get the graduate program. So it's with the co-op. Those are the very professional one, very demanded one, and also have the co-op. So our co-op is not the optional. So if you like check when it's optional, it means student need to find their co-op. And if it's not optional, what we offer is means is our responsibility to help our student. We have almost like 8,000 plus employees who are working with us. It means that 8,000, more than 8,000 companies who are annually working with us, where our student able to get the co-op opportunities, where they can learn and earn, and which is very like demanded program what for the international student, where they get the Canadian work experience, they get the real life experience with paid. So they will treat it like a full-time employee, not the as usual or part-time or similar to like that. The co-op student, they will work in the industry, what program they are studying, they will able to get that type of work on that the particular companies where they will get the Canadian experience. And how it helped them. Say for example, when you come in Canada for the international student, for Canadian company, they don't have time to train the freshers. So when students are looking for the jobs and looking for uh, good position in a company, they need some experience. When students complete their program with the co-op option, that means students already work in the field physically, which give them the advantage to get hired. Some of our students are get hired before they're completing their courses, and after completing their courses, they are easily get the access to get the jobs. So, which is very fantastic and most like demanding subject what students are looking for the co-op options.
So thank you, Sabbir Bhai, explaining the co-op very elaborately, because it is one of the key feature of Canadian education system that they are allowing co-op for international student, and from there student can get real life experience as you mentioned, and they can write it to their resume, and later it makes their job much easier to secure a suitable job through co-op. And basically the difference between internship and co-op is, as you rightly said, that during co-op you are as a part of the company and you are getting paid, but for internship you are not always the getting salary or real life work experience, but through co-op student can. And another important point of Fanshawe College, as you mentioned, sometimes co-op is optional or very difficult to achieve because the benchmark, some institutions set too high that you need to have certain percentage to get these co-op opportunities. But as you rightly said, in Fanshawe College, since it is already included to their curriculum, so the student don't have to arrange the co-op company by themselves, or they don't have to work very hard to get this opportunity. So most of the
Yes,
students
yes,
getting.
because we have special team, we have career coordinator who will help our student to get these all those things. And thing is that in internship in Bangladesh, what we have like student need to complete it after their graduation. They do it after their graduation, and student need to find by themselves. But what co-op that we have, it's a part of study, not out of study. Like where students don't need to find by themselves. It's the mandatory one. It's not the optional one. So our career coordinator, our career services, they help them. They help also like what we offer is the unique one, and is the very different one. We call it Fanshawe Care, including the Fanshawe Care. So all student will get the lot of advantage. Like when student come in Canada, they will get each and every support from ourselves regarding the accommodation, regarding the bank, regarding the jobs, regarding the other facilities, all those things, our people will help them. We have separate departments, separate special people regarding the jobs. Our student coordinator or the career coordinator, they will help them. Like our people will help international student to build their resume, because Bangladeshi resume that gonna not never work in there. Our people will help them. Our people will help where they need to go for the job, how they will get the jobs. And the most interesting thing is we arrange career fair on our campuses, where students able to meet with the industry expert or our alumni, where when on that fair they will able to get access to talk to the industry expert, and if they're doing good in their interview, they will be hired. So we do it for our student, which is very unique for our student. And we have other services and other supports, which is very very like important for the international student. When they come in Canada, they don't know regarding what they need to do, how they will manage all those things regarding the accommodation, regarding the faculties, where they will get the specific information, specific department. All those things we help our student before the class started. So it's not for like the classes started and they will slowly we'll let them know, but we do it before, because we know when international students come to us, they look like they don't know nothing about the Fanshawe, they don't know nothing about the campuses, where they need to go for the which help, how they will get the accesses for the jobs and other things and other facilities as well as. And our student bus like student ID card will be the student bus pass, where student don't need to pay extra for the entire city. So which is very unique. Some of the other colleges maybe offer, but some they don't. But what we offer, we do it before the class started.
Okay, so it's really great to know that Fanshawe College is helping international students from the very beginning, so that their journey make a lot of easier for them to be adjust with new environment, and supporting international team, supporting them throughout their academic journey to Fanshawe College. So you already mentioned about the beginning of their study, but sometimes what happen, student a little bit shy or worried if they could not do well in their first intakes or in some subjects. So what support you provide for international student academically? Is there any advising process, or how you help student to overcome the homesickness, or any other service you provide for international student during their studies?
Yes. So we have best option for the international student. Like if student have some issues, we have separate department who gonna deal with them. They will counseling them. They will help them. They will support them. How to they become the good one. See, we are getting a lot of students from the other colleges and from other on the Canadian student who are like who who are like helpless over there. They don't know what they need to go, how they will overcome from all those things. Some of students, they are suffering, they come to us. Right now they are very satisfied, and they are getting the each and every single support from our international department and the other department. So if they have any issues, we have separate department, we have separate people who will personally help them to overcome all those difficulties. And regarding the homesickness and regarding the accommodation, like we have three type of accommodation options. So we got some student who have who have some students have some homesickness. They love to stay with the home, stay with the family people. That's why we have a family option accommodation, where student can stay with the Canadian family, or maybe with the other families as like a family. So if we get some student who has like family sickness, family weakness, or homesickness, so to overcome that, we have special that service where they can stay with their family. It's look like all those are in a frame and they are a family. And we have on campus and off campus accommodation as well as. So we have all options for the international student.
Okay, so you have not only international support team helping students to overcome their academic challenges, also you have different accommodation options as per the student preference. And what about the application procedure? You mentioned in the beginning about the intake. So in between, many students joined recently. So could you please tell us the intake you have and when should student apply for their admission for each intake so that they can easily join that intake?
Yeah, as I already shared to you, we have three intakes. So we have specific deadline, but it always happens like that. Student who wanna apply the particular program, the application deadline is still remaining, but application is closed because of the seat availability.
Hmm.
Say for example, if students are planning for Jan 2021, they need to start right now. Whenever they are planning, they need to start as early as possible. Maybe we'll take student for the certain time, but it always depends on the student seat availability, because almost all program, like right now we are getting student from 106 countries, so which is become more popular. So if intake is remaining, the deadline is intakes going on and the deadline is remaining, but still always depends on the seat availability. If student seat are almost done, we have nothing to do to take the student, because if there is seat availability, we will able to take the student. So we prefer student to apply as early as possible. So it's better to have times in 3 months or
Is
four
your
months.
program still open for January? You can student apply for
Right,
January.
still it's open. So
Okay,
we
so
prefer like before the session start, we prefer to apply more before 3 months or 4 months.
okay, so it's always better to apply at least 3 4 months early, or otherwise, if you have all the documents, you should apply as soon as possible to make your seat. As Sabbir bhai mentioned, sometimes though the deadline seems to be little far, but if there is a higher application rate, then the seat might close a lot earlier than expected. So you should apply as soon as possible. In between, we got some financial requirement question, but I think in this session it's very difficult to give all the financial details, because you not only have to show a big amount in your bank, but you also justify the source of the fund as well as regular income and so on. So if you're interested about the financial requirements, so I would suggest you to contact us directly or visit our office so that we can discuss in details and guide you regarding the financial requirements. And in between, Muhammad Ali also asking like, is there any Duolingo accepted January session in UK? Actually, to the session we are discussing with Canadian Fanshawe College, but what we can, what I can say, we represent so many universities is across the globe, including UK, and we've got many university accept Duolingo, if not all. So please contact us so that we can guide you regarding the Duolingo requirement. And in between, Sabbir bhai, could you please tell us what are the alternative English test you are accepting beside IELTS? Are you accepting Duolingo, because it is also getting popular as well in Bangladesh?
Thanks for your like current question. It's one of the very hot topic or the questions regarding the Duolingo. Like if you are talking about the Canada or some other countries, yes, we do accept Duolingo. It's only for the admission, not
Okay.
for the visa. Okay, so
Mhm.
when you are planning to apply for the visa, you need to have your IELTS. Still some like say for example the British Council, you are taking the IELTS test, they are remaining closed, and some maybe IDP already open, and some other, like if you are not able to complete your IELTS, if you are not able to do the IELTS and have the IELTS course, we will accept you Duolingo, but we prefer when you apply for the visa, you need to apply with IELTS. So, according to Canadian High Commission, according to Canadian government for the Bangladesh specifically, so they clearly said that they are not accepting, like Duolingo is not acceptable. They mentioned in their official verified page. So right now we are just taking for the admission, since the IHS center is remaining closed. So we are just checking for admission, not for the visa.
Okay.
When
And for
you apply
managing,
for
how
the
much
visa,
score you are looking for undergrad and for masters during the score?
yeah, for the diploma we are taking like 110. For
Okay.
the bachelor we are taking 115, and for the graduate program we student need to have 130.
Okay, so 110 is for diploma, 115 is for bachelor's, and 130 for gadget
Right.
program.
25 to 30. 25 will be
Okay, so are you taking other English program like PT is also very popular for long time. So are you accepting PT score as well?
we are accepting, but we always prefer to student have the IELTS as for the Bangladesh region, because there is some issues, always issues regarding the Bangladeshi students. So we always prefer IELTS, but still we are accepting. There is no worries.
Okay, and how should the student apply? I know most cases student come to us and apply through us. So, do you have any application fees for the prospective student looking for application, and how much it is?
So right now for the international, like for the Bangladeshi student, our application fee, which is 100 CAD, is right now waived for the international student. Right now, if student want to apply, they don't need to pay the application fee, which is 100 CAD. It's waived, and I think it's an opportunity for the international student. So whenever they come to you, I hope you already have the access for the portal. We have one of the best way, like the VAS application system, where if student able to provide you all the documents in, you apply everything properly and upload their documents as soon as possible, you'll able to get the letter of acceptance within 2 days.
So that's really good. Yes, we already experienced that how fast the team is working there for offer letter and as well as other acceptance and payment confirmation as well. So it is high time for a student to apply as soon as possible because you don't have to pay anything at this moment. So without application fees, you can get your offer and then process other visa documentation and so on. So Sabri bhai, another burning question at this moment: how situation is working? Are you offering online class or it is blended mode or physical class in this COVID situation? What are the update from your college?
Yeah, see, if you're talking about the previous sessions, some session already students are doing it online.
Mhm.
We get good number of students from Bangladesh who are doing it online, and which is pretty interesting. Things I'm gonna sharing their experience, like how they are doing this and how they are getting the benefits. As the
Sure.
government already allowed the international student, if they completed their course, if they have completed their program with online, they are still able to get the postgraduate work permit, which is very excellent one, which was not before. It's only for the COVID-19. So students who are doing their program through online, they are still able to get the postgraduate work permit, which is very helpful for them. And how they are doing, like they are saving their accommodation, they are saving their plane fare, they are saving their personal expenses. Say for example, if students are completing their first semester, they are saving a most good number of amount money. They are saving their money, saving their time and other personal expenses. But still, when they will be in Canada, they are still able to get the postgraduate work permit, which is very interesting and mm, affordable and profitable for the international student. We get the good number of international student from Bangladesh. They are doing it online. Regarding the upcoming one for Jan 2021, yes, we have some program in blended and some program move in fully online. So it depends on the program. So still, when the travel restriction will withdraw or remove, then student able to do it, go by physically. And we also take a lot of steps for ensuring the health safety by approving a lot of things, making most things more hygienic, and making everything to continue the physical distance and all those things. We do a lot of installation on our campus and on our classes on everywhere. So where one student come to us, it will be safer for them. So we have both program. We have blended one and we have online one. So it's for the student like who doing the program online, they can do it, and we have blended also. So there will be no issues. And still now the entry like the travel restriction is going on. When it will remove, then student will able to fly and continue their classes online. And some student who are already staying in Canada, who already fly before the travel restriction, they are doing it. There is no issues.
Okay, so as you rightly mentioned, there are some good advantage of starting class online because they can save their living costs, especially for 3 4 months, and they also don't have to be isolated in a new place like Canada and sitting idle in their home. Rather than they can enjoy their family while doing their class. Some student also doing their job in the daytime in Bangladesh, and in the evening they are doing their class online, so they can keep both the tasks together. But what's the your students' experience? Are they enjoying the online class? Are they adapting? Because sometimes students little bit worried whether they could adapt the online system or so on. So, what your personal experience you get getting from the students?
Yeah, the student already who are doing it, they're very satisfied. As I already mentioned to you, like why they are satisfied, because they're doing good. They don't need to prepare for to go to class, to take a lot of steps. They don't need to like get up early in the morning to attend the class, to go there, and they're doing it from home. When they need to attend the classes, they can take it whenever they want. And when, as Fanshawe is not new in the virtual system, because we have all set up from the very beginning before the COVID-19. So our students are getting the excellence experience, and everything is very uh, friendly, very friendly, like all those system what we are using. And student also get a lot of accesses, like when they come in class, maybe sometimes they are not able to talk the professor because of some shy, because of some issues, they don't talk face to face. When they are in online, they are in virtual system, easily student can talk by one. So there is no issues. Regarding when they are in physically, there is some issues. Maybe sometimes, as I already said, sometimes they are shy, sometimes they are not want to talk with the professor directly. When they come in online, it's become more effective, and they are enjoying it.
Yeah, we also experienced the same initially. First 1 2 class might be little bit difficult for the student to adjust, but when they understand the system, it sometimes they are doing well rather than the physical class, because as you mentioned, they are getting more attention. They can listen to their lecture later on because all are recorded for future use. So we don't find any difficulties, and hopefully the situation will improve soon. But after, if they complete one semester online, it is much more easier to adjust them for future intakes as well, because they know the system, they know the curriculum university is operating. So there is some benefits for online program, and that's why most of our students are also doing online program, because without sitting idle in their home, you can enjoy the online benefits of online learning and later complete your remaining program when travel restriction is withdrawn and so on. So Sabbir bhai, I think we cover most of the things student want to know, that Fanshawe is one of the great place in Canada, especially located very close to popular city like Toronto, but offering the same quality, if not more, with very affordable tuition fees and living cost. And if we got almost all the subject is student thinking of, and with very reasonable tuition fees and lot of options for accommodation as well, and all the program are very much career oriented. So Sabbir bhai, first before we go, I want you to summarize everything, and how should the student prepare for Fanshawe College, and why should the student choose Fanshawe College before we leave.
So thanks for your like giving me the chance to give them the advice or give them some steps like how they need to prepare themselves. See, as I'm based in Bangladesh, so I know like what Bangladeshi student they are looking for. So what difficulties they will feel when they will be in Canada, because it's not easy. The Canada is not the very known place when the international students, say for example, when the Bangladeshi student will go there, and they're not concerned like what will be the going on, what will be the issues, and how he or she need to deal with them. So as I have both experience, so I can guide them properly. So when they are planning, they always need to do, as I always do, said our student, do some paperwork by yourself, search and learn about it. Say for example, when they are selecting Fanshawe, why they need to select Fanshawe? Because of its location. What's the main issues when Bangladeshi students go in Canada? They have difficulties regarding the accommodation cost, the living cost, the personal expenses, and other things, which is the very first things they will face when they will in Canada. So when it's come for Fanshawe, or when it's come for the London. So regarding these things, the first difficulties they will face for the other provinces and other cities. So those things they need to consider when they come in London. They will benefit it. They will get like what they are looking for in affordable rate. Regarding that, affordable accommodation, personal expenses, groceries, and all those things. Second things, why they need to select Fanshawe. As Fanshawe, first of all, for the location. Second things is regarding the Fanshawe's reputation and legacy, because Fanshawe is ranked #1 in Ontario for the graduate employment ratio, and Fanshawe has worldwide ranking as well as ranked #2, and it's a government college. So, one student looking for the college and universities, they are looking for the best one, looking for the affordable one. So, when they are thinking about that, it's come to that. So, regarding the reputation, regarding the ranking, regarding the affordability. Second things, what we offer. Like your student will not able to get all those subjects when they are looking for some other colleges. So when they come in select for Fanshawe, they have some varieties of options. There are a lot of things like if I explain everything why they need to select, it will not we can't draw the conclusion. But most important thing is when they select, they need to think about the reputation. They need to think about the faculty resources, like as we have like say for example our main campus is 110 acres. It means it's a huge. There is other 5 campuses as well. As is the government one, it says ranking, its tuition fees is affordable, and the place where we are located in London, which is also affordable. So these are the basic things when students come in Canada they have to face. So when it's come for the affordability, Friend should come from the very first one. So I think students need to think about friendship. That's why we always think. Do you think you know friendship? Think again. Thank
Okay, so
you.
thank you, Sabbir Bhai, for summarizing all the key aspect of Fanshawe. And you rightly said, the student from Bangladesh basically looking for two things. One is quality education, which Fanshawe is very reputed, and his ranking and employability rate always shows that. And second thing is the affordability, the minimum cost the student is always looking for, and Fanshawe offering this high quality degree with very reasonable tuition fees, as well as the living cost is also very reasonable compared to other part of Canada. So I think for those students looking for a great place in Canada to study, Fanshawe could be one of the best options option, and as Sabbir bhai mentioned, you should browse yourself to look all the option Fanshawe offer, what are the subject they are offering, their location and ranking, and then it will be easier for you to process further. And in between, if you have any queries regarding admission to Fanshawe College, scholarship, and your eligibility, you can always ask us. Or we are lucky to have Sabbir bhai in Bangladesh. We can real time check your status with Sabbir bhai and give you a proper direction how to process further. সো থ্যাংক ইউ আপনাদের যারা আমাদের সাথে ছিলেন ফ্যানশিও কলেজ সম্বন্ধে আজকে আমরা অনেক ইম্পর্টেন্ট ইনফরমেশন গুলা পেলাম যে কেন ফ্যানশিও কলেজ কানাডাতে একটা জনপ্রিয় কলেজ, ওদের ওয়াইড রেঞ্জ অফ প্রোগ্রামের জন্য, অ্যাফোর্ডেবল টিউশন ফিজ এবং লিভিং কস্টের জন্য। তো এছাড়াও আপনাদের জন্য যে কোনো ধরনের অ্যাডমিশন রিলেটেড কোয়ারিজ থাকে, ভিসা রিলেটেড কোয়ারিজ থাকে, আমাদের এখানে নাম্বার দেওয়া আছে বা আমাদেরকে ইমেলে বা ফেসবুকে যোগাযোগ করতে পারেন। তো ধন্যবাদ আপনাদের সবাইকে যারা আমাদের সাথে ছিলেন, স্পেশালি সাব্বির ভাইকে অনেক ধন্যবাদ সময় বের করার জন্য। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ। তো আশা করি সাব্বির ভাই আবার আপনার সাথে দেখা হবে এবং আমরা আরো বেশ কিছু বিষয় নিয়ে পরবর্তীতে আবার আলাপ করবো ইনশাআল্লাহ।
Thank you, Mr. Tohid Bhai, and thanks all the students and all the parents and guardian to attend this informative and fruitful live session, which is arranged by IACC. And special thanks, Mr. Tohid Bhai. So hope to see you again. Stay safe, stay home.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.